Welcome back to Duro 3 YouTube channel. This is part 3 of the no-named twin worm drive rotator that I pulled apart in the last video. I've now cleaned everything up, and basically the center housing, or chassis I should say, got a few little stains on it, she's me right. I've actually painted, cleaned, etched, primed and painted the top housing and the bottom housing in this pewter grey. I've actually cleaned all the motor up and tested the motor. Motor works fine. And you may remember in the previous one I removed the brake, the actual little brushes that sit in the bottom here that actually put load on it to, and look at that, the bearings are perfect, they just runs free. So that all is good. I have repaired the limit switch. The screw had actually come loose. It's got a little tab right there. It bends down through it. You probably can't see it from the bottom. Yeah, maybe not. And I've used a self tapper in here. So basically it just had come loose. So now it's actually aligned, and you can see the little limit switches working there. So that's all in line. Of course I removed the big monster pot gear to get to it, so that's all good. So I may replace the pot depending on what controller I will be doing. Also cleaned up all those bolts and plates that were on the worm drive, or the second worm drive I should say. I have bought 4 new bearings. So all new bearings will be going through this. Now onto the worm gear worm wheels. So this is the first one. So worm wheel, worm gear. So everything is in really good condition. The gears are in really good condition. I should have the other light on, shouldn't I? I'll put that on now anyway. So, and even the worm gears and the worm wheel, you actually can, if you're focusing, it's in really good condition. So the only thing being, they're using roll pins, and roll pins being roll pins, they are rolled like this, and they've got a bit of give. So under rotational forces, they will continually to move. So basically, this was a little bit loose on the shaft. So I'll be sending it off to a bloke to get it welded, worm gear to spacer. There's a spacer there to the worm gear to make it all one. Just probably good quality tacks on this one. Just as long as we've got these two bound together, the shaft doesn't really matter because it spins on bearings anyway. So that's that one. This one, it had a similar problem. It's got a roll pin in here as well, and it was again loose on the shaft. So again, I'll talk to the welder. We'll probably put a rebates in here because a bearing sits in there really tight against this. So rebate it and then weld it and clean it up to then make this one with the shaft, because this is the final gear. So basically we don't want to have this wobbling backwards and forwards. So that's that. You may have noticed there's an extra hole. There's the original one, and there's an extra hole here. I'll get to that in a second. So that's a little upgrade I'm doing to this. So yeah, we've got that all done. What else have I forgotten to talk about? I think I've got that there. So basically now the big update, the big upgrade. The original mast bracket used to look like this. Not anymore. Boing. It's now gone. And basically I put it on my lathe, and I have cut it out at the point where the actual original mast bracket, or the mast would have been just there. And I have rebated, cut down, I rebated a bit in here, cut this all down, scalloped all these out, because I'm going to put on a RC5A mast bracket that I happen to have. It was a second hand one in really good condition. Only thing is the keyways had broken out. So basically, line up all these, we will have So like that raised piece locates in here, not by very far, but it locates in there. So we lock these in here and we push it together. Clunk. So now we'll have a mask bracket that will look like this, and we can put adjustable clamps on, and the extra hole is here, extra roll pin hole. There's the original, and I'll put the new one in here. As you can see, when it goes at right angles, bang bang in there, that will mean this has a lot more not as many problems. I might even double roll pin it maybe, and I may even double roll pin this one here as well, but I'm going to get that welded anyway, so these might be double roll pinned. Creators used double roll pins before, so basically that there, and then this will get welded. Same bloke will be doing this welding. He's a very good aluminium welder, and basically we're welding this up. We may put some little gussets in here yet. We've got to talk to me about what we want to do. So basically that's what I'm up to. We are moving forward with this. So there we are. We have, and that will be sitting up on there, and you can use an adjustable mask bracket. Presto. Oh, you probably couldn't see that, could you? Let me adjust. There we go. Up it goes. So basically that's the update. Okay, have a good day, and we shall catch you in part 4. Bye.